What unfolds when a beloved late-night host finds himself face-to-face with a guest determined not to play along? In the span of less than a minute, a routine interview can spiral into something far more revealing, a clash not just of personalities, but of values. That evening, Seth Meyer sat behind his desk with his usual easy smile, prepared to guide another lively broadcast of late night. The audience was energized, the band was tight, and the rhythm of the show felt familiar and steady. Then his guest arrived, carrying with her a sharpness that immediately shifted the tone in the room. What began as polite small talk quickly sharpened into something brittle. A simple question about her recent work turned into a pointed critique, not just of Seth, but of the entire late-night format, the audience, and even the notion of entertainment itself. Her words were cutting, laced with condescension. She dismissed the idea that comedy could hold meaning, belittled the intelligence of the viewers, and accused the show of offering little more than scripted distraction. The studio atmosphere changed palpably, laughter faded into stunned silence. Yet throughout the escalating tension, Seth remained composed. He attempted humor, then diplomacy, then calm clarification. He reminded her, and the room, that entertainment, too, carries value. That laughter can be relief. That satire can provoke thought. But each attempt at balance was met with sharper criticism. When she challenged the relevance of his career, calling it hollow and self-serving, Seth's patience was visibly tested. Still, he chose restraint over retaliation. Rather than escalate, he drew a boundary. He made it clear that disagreement was welcome, but disrespect was not. In doing so, he shifted the moment from spectacle to principle. The confrontation reached its peak when she stood, angry and defiant, questioning his authority and accusing him of hypocrisy. Instead of matching her intensity, Seth responded with something far more powerful: steadiness. He offered her a choice: stay and engage respectfully, or leave. When she ultimately stormed off stage, the silence she left behind was heavy. For a breathless second, the studio seemed suspended in disbelief. Then came the release, a collective exhale, followed by applause that grew from tentative to thunderous. It wasn't applause for conflict. It was applause for composure. For professionalism under pressure. Seth acknowledged the moment with humility, apologizing to the audience for the discomfort and reaffirming his belief in civility. He did not mock her departure. He did not weaponize the incident for easy laughs. Instead, he pivoted forward. That pivot may have been the most telling act of the night. Rather than dwell on the confrontation, he returned to the structure of the show. The band played. The next segment began. The laughter slowly returned, genuine this time, warmer, almost protective. In choosing not to exploit the moment, Seth demonstrated an understanding that leadership on a public platform is measured not by dominance, but by control. Not control over others, but over oneself. Backstage, the weight of what had occurred undoubtedly lingered. Moments like that can rattle even seasoned professionals. Yet what defined the night was not the meltdown itself, but the response to it. Conflict in live television is unpredictable, raw, and amplified. The temptation to snap back, to score a viral retort, must be immense. Seth resisted it. He chose clarity over cruelty. Firmness without fury. In the aftermath, the audience felt a sense of shared experience. They had witnessed something unscripted and uncomfortable, yet also instructive. It served as a reminder that public discourse, whether comedic or serious, depends on mutual respect. That disagreement does not require disdain. That honesty does not justify hostility. By the time the closing credits rolled, the earlier tension had softened into something almost reflective. The show continued, the energy restored, the rhythm regained. Seth never returned to the altercation during the broadcast. No jabs. No callbacks. Just forward motion. In the world of live television, unpredictability is inevitable. What matters is how those moments are handled. That evening became less about a guest's outburst and more about a host's response. It highlighted the quiet strength of composure, the discipline of restraint, and the power of civility in the face of provocation. In the end, the most shocking part of the confrontation wasn't the harsh words spoken. It was the calm that followed.